Jeff Bezos isn't a great guy, but I enjoy his company. Hey guys, how's it going? Zach Ginn here. I'm so excited, guys, to bring you some of my 5 most coronavirus / recession-proof stocks for 2020 and 2021. These are going to be the stocks that are going to help protect you in the coming months and years with this coronavirus, and stocks that can help protect you from a potential reemergence of the virus. Let's say there's a vaccine and another virus comes, or let's say there is recession coming. Technically, we're in a recession now, but if the recession gets worse, these are the stocks if coronavirus gets worse and if the economy gets worse, that if a combination or the coronavirus is bad and there's no recession, or there's a recession and coronavirus, and vice versa, all these things, these are the stocks that will be the most protected to help you keep money in your wallet while making it grow. So let's break down, let's get rid of the fluff. Let's start with the 5 companies that will help you with this recession and coronavirus. Before I get into everything, guys, please smash that like button and subscribe so it can help this YouTube algorithm show me to more people. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's quit the fluff. Let's get into it, guys. So you heard my terrible Jeff Bezos jokes in the beginning, but that is one of the most important stocks that you can buy with this coronavirus. So stock number 1, I've spoiled it. It is actually Amazon. Amazon is one of my most favorite companies in the entire world to invest in because of just how great of a company it is ran. One of the biggest reasons why I love Amazon so much is the diversity of it. They have Amazon Web Services, which runs so many companies, and it actually just runs the web servicing of it, and it's just cloud computing and hosting for these services, and they're not going anywhere. The growth is insane. They're causing so much profits for Amazon. It is so good. They also have the online shopping. They got Whole Foods. They actually own Twitch. They are in so many industries, and they're very well diversified for if a coming recession or this virus gets any worse. One of the most unknown things about Amazon, why they make so much money, is they break even sometimes on their online shopping, but they have third-party sellers that they don't have any cost on. They make money like that. The Amazon Prime, which is a subscription service, which means they get cash flow, kind of like real estate. It's a really important tool for them to make profits and continually grow that revenue. They spend so much money, guys. If you look at the profits on it, yes, the profits are smaller than if you look at the regular revenues or some other companies, but they spend so much money in reinvesting in themselves, research and development. They can create new products. So for years, they were doing research and development. People are like, oh, we need to make a profit. They were putting that money and stuff into investing in Whole Foods. They came up with Alexa. They came up with all these crazy products that help them actually drive their revenue and profits even further now. And I can see that in the future. They're probably working on some crazy thing now that I can't even fathom that's going to change the game. So if this coronavirus keeps going on, Amazon is mostly in this online space. They have some physical stores, so they should do very well. Again, if a recession hits, we know Amazon has cheap products. They have a very loyal following, and they have entertainment, which would be cheaper than going to the movies. Investment bank Nedham put the price target on the stock at $3,200, which is an 8% upside from the price as this video releases. Number 2, so this is another growth company that I really love, and this is Microsoft. Microsoft is one of my most favorite companies, one of my biggest holdings because of how well diversified the revenue is. If you look at the chart right next to me, you can see how well diversified Microsoft is. They have the Microsoft Cloud Computing, which you've seen from Amazon, which is a huge revenue and profit driver for the company. They have the great Office products. They have Xbox, they have LinkedIn. They have so many great products that is just so important for everyday life. Again, everyone uses them. Microsoft owns gaming companies. They own the number 1 operating system when it comes to computing, which isn't going to change forever. It's one of the best companies, especially for an online software company, to really just help you with this coronavirus. Their revenue is just growing like crazy. A really important part about Microsoft, why I'm really recommending this now, is they're coming out with the new Xbox, and that one is going to do very well. I think they're going to take a significant market share from Sony. So it's a very interesting stock to look at in the future. Microsoft has a 1.01% dividend from this video, which gives you cash flow. And also, Credit Suisse analyst Brad Zelnick has a $225 price target on Microsoft's stock, which is a 10.9% upside from the stock of this video. Again, with this coronavirus, People are still using Xbox more than ever. People are using the office products. Everyone is working from home. It's very essential in today's everyday life. Again, during a recession, Microsoft went through it very easily. And with the emergence of using everything online, I think they're going to do very well in the next recession. Number 3, so this is going to be the last type of growth stock. There's a little more risk in these first 3 companies with Amazon, Microsoft, and this next one. And the other next 2 are going to be more of a safer option with a little bit of growth because, I like to keep it on the riskier side. Without the risk it, you got to risk it for the biscuit, right? So number 3, guys, is Apple. Apple is one of my all-time favorite companies.
We appreciate it very much, Tim. Apple.
I love Apple. I do a lot of my work on a MacBook. I have an iPhone. I used to have an iWatch. I'm getting a new one soon. Another one cracked, unfortunately. But Apple is one of the most well-diversified and has one of the most loyal customer bases ever we have seen in the history of the United States and in the world. Now, if you look here, it's not as well-diversified as the previous companies. You can see here that iPhone still is the #1 product and service that they do have. Their services division is growing like crazy. Apple Care is one of the really big profit drivers because not a lot of people use it and it's very profitable. Apple is actually the #1 watchmaker and seller in the entire world. Just think about it. With me, I don't think I'm ever going to buy a different phone than an iPhone for probably the rest of my life unless something crazy happens. But the operating system is insane. They got this Apple ecosystem. It is literally a customer loyalty experiment and it is amazing. It's a great case study to see what a great company it is. Very clean. They protect your privacy very well. It's a very good company to go through this coronavirus. What is everyone doing with this coronavirus at home? Typing away at their phones. Look at an 8 and 9-year-old. They're always on the phones. If you tell them which one they prefer, most of them will prefer the iPhone. So Apple is in a very good position with this coronavirus to keep emerging well. Again, China was hit very hard with this coronavirus, but they're starting to recover now, and now other parts of the world are getting hit. I feel like since China is recovering, they're now making iPhones again. I don't think they're going to get too hit hard of a wave because I think they got a really bad wave the last time. Again, I'm not a scientist, but they'll be able to churn out iPhones very well and keep the supply chain going. Apple has a 0.85% dividend. And one of the biggest boosts of why I'm so bullish on Apple is the emergence of 5G. I feel like a lot of people are holding off to their next iPhone purchase until 5G happens. All the carriers are getting into it. Remember what 4G did to the iPhone. So this is a really important and very critical time for Apple. I feel like with this 5G, they're going to have a huge resurgence of people buying the iPhone again. And this stock is looking good for the next couple of years with any recession or coronavirus happening. The reason why I think it's so good in the recessions is, I already told you about the coronavirus, is people are addicted to their iPhones. They're obviously going to keep buying them. And second, the iPhone has taken a lot of important things to people's lives. It's their calculators, their camera, it's just everything. And I feel like with the cheaper options that Apple is putting out with iPhones, especially the iPhone SE and things like that, they should do very well in a recession. Michael Walkley changed his price target from $310 to now, which is $444 is the price target, and what he expects the price to be in the next 12 months. That is a whopping 15.3% upside from the price as this video is released. So guys, now we're in the 2 other stocks. So these are going to be the safer side of the stocks if you're less risk adverse. These are companies that have just historically done very well in recessions and has stood up to this coronavirus very well. So the 4th stock I want to talk about is not too exciting here, but it is Walmart. Walmart is a juggernaut in the retail industry, especially here in the United States. You might not remember this or see this, but look at this chart right here. Walmart is very much in the international space when it comes to selling products, so it's very well diversified. They sell so many products and they are just a juggernaut. They are the low price leader. They are the volume killer. They are one of the best overall retail companies you can have, grocery retail. They started to go more and more in the online space. They recently bought Jet.com a couple years back, and they're really getting into the e-commerce side of things, which is very important, especially when you're looking at the growth side of this company. Now, we know what's going on with this coronavirus. I know people, they don't want to pay for delivery of groceries, but Walmart has innovated. There's something that they do, a lot of people are starting to do. They don't want to go to grocery stores. You can actually pop your trunk, go inside your, keep your car locked, and they can actually put your groceries in your car with grocery delivery and Walmart pickup. More and more people I know are using this feature, and it's really helping Walmart keep high sales while keeping people protected with this coronavirus. And this just makes everything so much easier for everyone. And so I see it's going to do very well in this coronavirus. I mean, it already is doing very well. And historically, if you look at how Walmart's sales and their stock has done during recessions, you can look at this chart here. It actually went up during a recession, which everything usually went down, which is very interesting. Walmart has a 1.64% dividend, which is very much on the higher side, which gives you that cash flow, and they don't cut that dividend at all, so we know it is very much safe. Deutsche Bank put a $139 price target on Walmart, which is a 5.5% upside from where it is today. So here's the last stock. This one has actually almost doubled from where it was a year ago. This might be a shocker to you, but with this high growth, it's going to keep at the rates where they're at now. With this coronavirus, it's very well at that. It's done very well in recessions. So the last stock, which is more of a protective stock, this won't be something if you're trying to grow like crazy, but this is a very important stock. This is the Clorox company. So you might say, Zach, you're just going to buy bleach? So the Clorox company is actually an extremely well-diversified company. Here are some of the brands that Clorox owns. You know, they have the Clorox brand, they have the bleach, which are all these Clorox products. They actually own Burt's Bees, Formula 409, those Glad bags. They're in the food industry too. They have Hidden Valley, you know, that ranch and the sauces and stuff like that. Speaking of sauces, they have that KC Masterpiece, the barbecue sauce. They own food, they have Liquid Plumber, they have Brita, and they also own Pine Sol. So they have so many brands that they own, and they're very well diversified. You probably didn't know Clorox owned all that. It's under the Clorox company, Clorox Co., but it's a very well diversified company. Again, their sales have skyrocketed with this coronavirus. I mean, you probably have some Clorox products at home right now, which is keeping you protected from this coronavirus. So again, Clorox is a very well-diversified company doing well in this coronavirus. So in the last recession, it only really went down to 4.5%, where other companies went down 30, 40, 50%. It has historically done very well in previous recessions, and it has a whopping 1.94% dividend, almost at 2% here. So it is a very great dividend stock for you to get. I see growth in the future. JP Morgan Chase actually has it at a $235 price target, where it should be in a year. That's a 3% upside. Other analysts I've seen have popped up additional 8 to 10% from where it's at now to like $250, $255. That's really where Clorox should be at, and I feel like with the crazy run-up, it's going to be in between that 3 to 10% range. These are the top 5 coronavirus/recession-proof stocks. These are some stocks I think that are going to do very well on the growth side, some of the stocks that help you protect you. Overall, I feel like if you buy these stocks now, you should be very protected in the coming months. If a crazy recession happens, this coronavirus gets worse, either or vice versa, or both of them. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe again. Thank you so much, and have a good one.